Joe Noah said he got a LeBron James build, so let's go ahead and check it out. Go subscribe to Joe Noah.
Warning, the following build video was created at NBA 2K Community Day in an unfinished builder system, meaning since then, badge requirements have changed, animation requirements have changed. Use this build video as an informational video about the type of build you might want to create. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey man, that's free game right there, man. I honestly believe that the builder and some of the requirements will change by the time the game come out. So take these builds with a grain of salt, man. You can't get too hyped up about it. You can't be too mad about what they create. I know I call some builds trash, but you know, I have to take that back because at the end of the day, stuff is going to change. You know what I'm saying? And the builder is stingy. You have to understand that the builder is stingy this year. So there's no more of those overpowered builds. So keep that in mind.
Lebron build, right? Big ISO builds. That's what we're breaking down here. In all these videos, I got a Steph video, a Giannis video, a KD video. We're breaking down that type of build, and I'm going to show y'all exactly how the attributes are working this year and what builds are looking like, all right? Now, in terms of these tall ISO builds,
if y'all notice, we don't have any body types, okay? I may do a video talking about that because we don't have no body types. I don't know what they're going to do about that, if they're going to change that before the game start. Game come out or what. But as you can see, we don't have a body type.
The tallest ISO build at Community Day that could get gold speed booster, right? You guys know that's basically quick first step this year was 6'6", but I don't know, I'm not making that 6'6" LeBron build. And I compared the attributes of 6'8" builds to 6'7" builds in terms of these big ISO builds, and it just felt like 6'7" was basically the same thing, just an inch smaller. So we're gonna go 6'8". We're 224 on the weight, and this is a max wingspan version of the build, all right? Now, this first build right here, I'm going to put strength. Now, I told y'all.
Okay, man, everybody is stressing strength this year. Make sure you have some strength on your build. If you don't have a lot, make sure you have a little, you know what I'm saying? Because you want certain badges, you want certain animations, you're going to have some strength, even the smaller builds this year. You're going to want that strength on your build, man, for sure.
In my videos, I'm not sure if I want to go strength on my build. So I have another version without strength after this. So make sure y'all stick around. I'm going to show y'all, I'm not going to lie, the non-strength version, the defense is insane on that build. So I might go.
That's the dilemma I'm facing right there. Do I want to add strength or not? I'm leaning more towards strength because I want a LeBron James build for my first build. That's most definitely why I clicked on this video. So that's something that I got to think about. And I may go with strength, though, for real, for real.
That one, I don't know. But it's LeBron, so we're going to start off. They got new power badges. We're going to talk about it, strength versus speed debate. I'm going to give my whole thoughts on it, all right? So first things first, again, some of these badge requirements have changed. But while we were at Community Day, in order to get Silver Bulldozer, you needed 86 strength. All right, so now I believe it's 83 strength. So that has changed. But
did y'all hear that? When they were at Community Day, you needed 86 strength for Bulldozer. Now he's saying they needed 83. Come on now. You gotta listen, man. You gotta listen and pay attention to these posts that they put out on Twitter or whatnot, man. For real, for real.
86 to get Silver Bulldozer. Now, again, I don't know how these power badges are going to be, but I feel like if I can only get Silver Speed Booster, maybe we need those extra power blow-by badges, right? Bulldozer activates now just by dribbling the ball, so maybe it's going to be actually good. We'll have to wait and see. I see some crazy animations, so we'll have to see, all right? Now, in terms of your vertical, in terms of getting contact dunks, and I believe the posterizer badge this year, you need vertical. We're going max acceleration and max speed. Now, one thing I'll note is that 6'8", even if I went minimum weight, which I do on the next version of this build, I only get Silver Speed Booster, right? So it doesn't change. So it's like, I might as well, I'm thinking I might as well put some weight. Yeah, I lose a little bit of acceleration, but I still get Silver Speed Booster either way, right? So,
pay attention to that, man. When you create your build, you have to adjust these heights and weights and wingspans and, you know, kind of see what you can get. You can't just necessarily say, well, I'm going to pick this. You got to go, you know, that's why being in the build is so important, you know, especially the first day when you first get the game, man. You're going to want to try everything out, you know, before you settle on a build and waste your VC and your money and your time. You feel me?
Again, a lot of this stuff we're going to have to wait and see until we actually play Park, which I've said a million times, so take everything with a grain of salt. You know,
I've been saying that the whole time. Take it with a grain of salt. You're going to have to get out there and play. we could put out builds and say, oh, this is a great build, this is the best build, this. But you got to get out there and play to see what works, okay?
Silver Speed Booster is absolutely insane, and even 6'1" guards are going to have Silver Speed Booster because they don't want to waste the attributes. Who knows how it's going to play out? We have to actually see what attribute caps work in online gameplay before we can really nail down a build, but I just want to show y'all that stuff is expensive. And on these big ice... If you edit video...
We're going to have to skip the ad, Joe. We're going to have to skip the ad, man. Sorry about that, brother.
Builds, obviously we could find some signature styles to unlock, good stuff. And I'm not even going to show y'all the anime.
Is it me or everybody talking about big ISO builds? Come on, man. We can't be stuck on that, man. We got to get out of 2K23, man. Them days over with, bro.
Caps that they gave us, like the animation requirements, because they already confirmed I DM'd
so they gave them the animation requirement, but we don't get the animation requirement. Ain't that something? I got to get to Community Day next year, man. Mark my word, man. 2K25, man, we there, man. The Do It All Hall team will be there.
Devs, I DM'd Zach and I asked, did the animation requirements change from Community Day? And he said yes. And I DM'd Wolf, who also is a dev, and he said yes as well. So that's double confirmation that animation caps have changed. So
I'm making a video about that, so y'all be on the lookout for that. We're going to talk about that. For real, for real.
Show y'all the animation requirements they gave us, but some of the attributes you're going to see in these videos I put up due to the animation requirements they gave us at the time. But those have changed just like the badge requirements, all right? But check it out. So I have my physicals up. I went strength on this version of the build. Again, I have another build coming without strength. I have a 93 dunk, and I have max playmaking. I'm already 78 overall, all right? I haven't touched my shooting, and I haven't touched my defense yet. So watch how this plays out. It's not... it's not how it was last year. That's for damn sure.
See, that need to kill the notion that the builder is the same. I keep telling my homeboy A-Town. So A-Town, if you're watching this video, you heard that man said, man, the builder is different, A-Town. Lead 23. As a matter of fact, go delete 23, dog. Please, delete it. You feel me?
Because last year, if I had 75 speed with ball, I would have Michael Jordan dribble style. But I'm here to tell you right now, you ain't getting Michael Jordan dribble style on a 6'8", unless they really change the animation requirements, all right? But I got souped finishing badges. I mean, gold poster, gold slithery, gold precision, gold aerial, Hall of Fame bunny, spin cycle, and two-step, right? And we already saw the playmaking badges. It's solid. They're in, silver range, so who knows? That might be good enough to ISO on this game. We really got to wait and see for the online gameplay. But being that it's LeBron, I want to have a decent enough layup to get finishing badges, but also animations, right? I mean, they told us animations. It's going to be different now. And then I want 71 close shot to get the, get fast twitch. I also put my standing dunk up to 45 because that, at the time, unlocked the standing dunk pro package or whatever it's called.
So you heard it say at the time, 45 standing dunk, which I love standing dunk. It unlocked the pro standing dunk packages. So that's something to think about.
Well, let's move on to defense. I want 75 perimeter here just to give me some type of clamps, right? That's bronze clamps in this builder. And I was tired of, the 23 life of just rim runners, so I went 87 on the block. And with the 80 vertical, I can go chase down. So that's kind of, LeBron-esque, right? That ain't bad. But I'm an 89 overall, so I don't have much to work with here. So I put my interior up to 72. That gave me the silver anchor. So I feel like in terms of if I was playing twos, for example, I could protect the paint at least decent. I'm 6.
I agree, man. That chase down, that anchor, those badges are important. But when you talk about LeBron build, man, you want to have some rebounding, but it don't look like he's going to have any rebound on this build because he's at 89 overall right now. And he still has to put up steal if he's going to put up steal. And he still has to put up the three-point shooting, the free throw, and the mid-range. So it don't look like this build going to have no rebound.
Max wingspan. I got some defense. But here's where, the build starts to kind of, it ain't the same as 23, right? I'm going 60 steal, bro. I got bronze interceptor. I got max wingspan, so I could probably get some steals here or there. And then I'm a 91 overall, so, I'm going to put my 3-ball up. And it's basically clipped. Now, I just want to compare this to...
Ooh-wee. No rebounding. 60 steal. 78 3-point shot. And he probably had to put the rest on stamina. But so far that's I mean, the bill is it's okay for what 2K24 has to offer. Now, don't get me wrong. It's going to be hard, man. You know, if I were him, I wouldn't focus so much on that high driving dunk. I would try to adjust the driving dunk. You know, I would take silver poster rounds instead of gold. You know, just to try to get some rebounding or something like that, man, or more steal or more something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want balance, I want balance, so I'm gonna go for the balance, man, for real, for real.
The build I was running at the end of 23, and I've seen people comparing attributes from 23 to 24, and you can't do that. You can't say like, oh, I made the same build on 23, as the screenshot they posted of like that 90 overall. People made it in the 23 builder and said, oh, but 90 overall too, it's the same. But the problem with that is all the animation requirements are higher and all the badge requirements are higher. So like, just because you got the same attributes, like
Exactly. That's what I've been saying, man. Come on now. Talk to him, Joe. Talk to him, Joe.
this build last year, these attributes, I get Michael Jordan dribble style. Like, I'm good. I only have 85 ball handles, so whatever that would have been, like gold quick for step, but like, I'm good. I got the best dribble style in the game, but not this year. Like 75, you're looking at like those medium tier dribble styles. So like, we got to find one of those dribble styles that gives you good speed boost for this build to even have a chance. And I don't know if there is one, until we get our hands on the actual game. Also, I want to mention, I mentioned this in my builder breakdown. Like, I have a max wingspan. Last year on a 6'8" build with max wingspan, I would have had an 84 3 ball. Now I only have 78. So like, my build last year that I ended up with, my Lebron build that I played prom with that you guys watched, I was 6'8" with a 7'5" wingspan, and I had an 85 3 ball that gave me silver limitless range. But as y'all know, limitless range just to get bronze this year is 85.
Man, y'all better pay attention, man. Y'all better wake up, man. For real, for real. Y'all better wake up, man. A lot of people sleep, man. Y'all still stuck in 23, man. Y'all still stuck in 23.
And to get an 85 3 ball on this 6'8" build, I would have to lower my wingspan to 6'11". So, like, I'm losing half a foot on my wingspan to get the same 3 ball rating I had last year. But I still get 1 tier less of limit.
Don't do it, Joe. Got another ad, man. Joe, hey, man. I don't be wanting to skip your ass, bro, but we just got to get on through with this video.
Like, I would have had silver last year, now I would have had bronze. So I was like, you know what? Like, let me just max my wingspan out and go 78 and just see what happens. Now, Wolf told me, one of the devs, that he played in the 2K League. He knows what he's talking about. He said with a 78, you're not making nothing contested. He said if you're open, you could definitely hit if you're a good shooter.
All right, with a 78 3-point shot, you're not making contested shot, but you can make open shot. That's the most important thing, making those open spot-up shots.
So it really just depends how the game plays out, because, like, remember, like, 2K20, like, we were shooting with, like, I was literally shooting with a 50, or I made a video with a 47 3 ball, and I was greening no problem. So it's like, it all depends how the game...
I ain't gonna lie like that. You ain't, nah. Hell no. No problem, Joe? With a 47? I need to go watch that video then.
But we don't know until we play. So it's like, for all we know, 78, you ain't hitting a thing. This build, I'd have to completely alter it in terms of not only the physicals, but the attribute spread and get more shooting badges and all that. But for all we know, 78 is chicken. Right? For all we know, 60 is chicken. We got to get our hands on the game to really decide. But I wanted to use like these videos to show you, if you wanted to make this style of a build, this is kind of what you're looking at, right? Like the max ball handle is 85, so that's going to limit like what animations you're able to get.
But that's pretty good though.
And how do I feel about this build? The big question. Oh yeah, I get the stamina up. Don't worry about that. 96. But really, the big question when it comes to these ISO builds, these big ISO builds, is this going to actually matter? Like how many? Last year we fell for it, and
exactly. He telling you right. Last year we fell for it. Everybody wanted bully. Oh, I got to take my strength up to get the bully badge. But the bad one hitting them nothing, man. You know what I'm talking about? So if the strength don't matter that much, like everybody's making it out to be, you probably can take your strength down. But we gotta wait and see.
Only badge was bully, but the problem with bully, like I said, was you had to go up with a layup for it to activate. Now with bulldozer, physical handles, there's another badge called big driver for 6'10" and above builds. Like those badges trigger just by me dribbling. Like I try to drive against you, those badges trigger. If you didn't see the gameplay breakdown, you can watch it. I explained it in there and show you examples. But like, who knows? Like, I know some people are. It's like two sides of the fence. Some people are like, I ain't falling for it, strength has never mattered on a ball here, and I ain't falling for it again. And then there's other people like, well, there wasn't bulldozer and physical handles that triggers just by me dribbling the ball. Like, I don't have to go up with a shot. I don't have to do a Euro step. I don't have to do anything. They just trigger by me dribbling the ball, and I'll throw you off with my forearm. Like, both sides have valid arguments.
You got a point there, man. So at the end of the day, it's up to y'all on what y'all want to do. But come on, Joe, get to the next bill, man.
We won't know the answer until the game starts. So it's really a decision. You gonna put strength, or you're not gonna put strength. You know, my thought is like the smaller guards, speed booster, blow by, they're going to have those on like Gold and Hall of Fame as opposed to big bills like this. You're going to have it on silver.
Bronze or silver.
So it's like they have a huge advantage in the speed category. If we don't take advantage of the strength advantage, why are we really making a big ISO build? You might as well go with a smaller build to be faster. That's kind of my train of thought. But then I was like, you know what? Strength has never mattered on a ball handler. So like, am I going to fall for it? I mean, I would hate to be wrong either way, and that's probably why I ain't making my ISO build until I watch other people play the game. And I recommend you do the same so you don't wait.
Y'all heard that, man? He said he gonna watch other people play the game before he make his build. Now that's coming from Joe. He got 1 million subscribers, man. So that's coming from him. He's a content creator, and he's gonna watch somebody else play before he make his build. So y'all better pay attention, man. Don't be falling for the Okadoke, the Buffalo, and the Shimmy Dumaka, man. Come on now.
But you guys can do what you want. I'm probably gonna start. I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna start with a post scorer. I think I'm gonna go back to my roots for like the first week and just be Wilt Chamberlain out there. You know what I mean? Just scoring 100 points.
Hey, Joe, we already knew that, man. When you seen that post scoring phenom, whatever the hell that bad was, boy, you almost jumped out the chair, boy.
You know, post phase and all that. But this is a decent little layout here. Obviously, like I said, if you want Gold speed booster, you can drop that down to 6'6". But I'm to show y'all the big ISO builds. Let's check out the non-strength version of a big ISO build and take a look, all right? So, the big change right here, we can kind of click back and forth, right? I lower the finishing a little bit because I'm like, if these strength back...
That's what I said, lower the finishing. I was right, man. Lower that finishing, man. You ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? If you going to do all that, man, make your pure slasher. You feel what I'm saying? But if you want to make a LeBron build, a balanced build, a build that could do a little bit of everything, take that finishing down, man. Simple as that.
Really do help me get to the basket. Then I want to be able to, you know, have a little bit of close shot for the fast twitch. I have a little bit better layup. But if I'm only going to be getting like speed rim runs where like you're taking wider angles to not get bumped and it's a clean drive, I don't need as good of finishing. I don't need as high of like slithery and posterizer and all that. So on this version of the build, you see we dropped the strength down to 48. Is that the right decision?
I don't know about no 48, Joe. That's a little bit too low. I disagree with that part. Like, you're a small forward. Like, you're going to be playing the 3 at the park, the Pro-Am, or whatever, and you don't want that low of a strength for real.
Until we play. But you get 91 perimeter and 91 steal. So this 91 steal is Gold Glove. And you still have the block for chase down and anchor and all that. Same playmaking, the same 3-ball, and I lowered the finishing. You know, I lowered the layup down, I kept the standing dunk, and I lowered the driving dunk down a bit. So it's
now this was at shooting guard. Hey man, you probably got something, man. But small forward, I don't know about lowering strength like that.
a little bit less in terms of power and finishing, but way more in defense. Now, even with minimum weight, 185, as you can see.
My bad, Joe. We got to let the ad play look like that. We're gonna play the whole 11 seconds right there. But man, so far, man, it looks like, you know, you can't really just go super crazy on these builds, and that may be a good thing, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all about you know, making a build that you want.
Making badges, you still only get silver speed booster. You can put your speed with ball, at least in this version of the builder, minimum weight 6'8", you could go up to 79 speed with ball, but at the time of Community Day, the chart they gave us, you didn't unlock anything new at 79 in terms of animations or badges that we saw, so I was like, well, why am I going to waste those attributes, you know what I mean? So whether you like the strength version or the non-strength version, like I said, take it with a grain of salt because the builder has changed since we used it, but like I said, I want to put these videos out so that you guys can see kind of, if you're thinking about a big ISO build, use this as kind of like what's in your head about what you want to do and see how the attributes work together and all that, because it is pretty damn complicated. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was in the
Even he said it's complicated to make a build, so y'all need to listen now, for real. I keep saying y'all need to listen, like, I'm for real, man. I don't want y'all to make these mistakes, man. Don't do it. I'm trying my best to help y'all when I get the game, man, so y'all won't make these mistakes, but just be patient, man. You don't have to rush just because the game came out, okay?
for a while, and when the game drops, I'm going to be in it for even longer, because I'm going to try to figure some stuff out and kind of see what other people are doing in terms of gameplay and see, like, is Silver Speed Booster enough? If it is, well, then it's like, all right, well, how do those power badges work? Is physical handles really, like, really good? Then I'm going to put it on Hall of Fame on my player and all that. And I also want to say, whether I go strength or no strength on my LeBron build this year, obviously I'll drop the video when I actually make the build. But always use, even my final builds, use it as a template to make how you want. Because, like, sometimes what I'll do in my first LeBron build, like I did in 2K20, and people were, like, laughing, and then by the end of the year, they're like, damn, that build was super good. And it was, and I tweaked it as the year went on, obviously. But what I did was I went basically no defense. I just gave myself perimeter, and then I made, like, my playmaking, my shooting, my finishing really good, and my physical is really good. But again, it's like, I can get teammates that literally will make builds to fit around my, you know, I'm playing rec. All I need to do is guard up top. I have a little perimeter, maybe a little bit of steal. I'm good. I got a lockdown and 3 guys behind me to play corner and interior defense, and you can basically hide the weaknesses of my build. So it really depends who you're going to be playing with and how you want to play the game.
We don't want no weakness over here, Joe. Hell nah. Forget that. You need to be able to hold your own, man. For real, man. Stand up like a man.
I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible with you guys with these build videos, right? Like I said, obviously since the badge and the animation requirements changed since a week ago when I made this in the limited time I had in the builder, just use it as information. Take what you see here, strength versus no strength, what you can get, what you cannot get, put it in your back of your head, and when you go to make your big ISO build, use that information to try to make the best build possible for you. But that's basically it when it comes to big ISO builds. Like I said, I got a bunch more. I got the Steph build, which is going to be like the little 3 hunting guard builds. I got the Giannis build, which is like an inside big man build. I got post scorer lockdown, Kevin Durant, tall stretch big build. I got everything for you guys. And each of the videos is going to be this format where I break it down in terms of...
Hey, man, listen to Joe, man. Listen to him, man. He know what he's talking about. But he keeps saying that the build will change.
Not the specific build, but the category of build and how things differ and how things change and what's different from last year. So I hope it helped y'all out. I know it's a little bit different format, but I kind of had to do it this way because of what they gave us in terms of it being an unfinished builder.
All right, man, that's the video right there, man. Joe broke that down. That's the LeBron build, man. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, man. Love those that love you. And I'm out of here like last year, y'all. Charge!